Another artist that doesn't get enough recognition that I feel should get enough recognition is Brownsville Cop. You know, people always talk about who's the best rapper from New York. People always throw Nas. They throw this rapper. They throw Jay-Z. They throw this rapper, that rapper. Uh and they all great, you know what I'm saying? Wu-Tang Clan, Mobb Deep, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with Prodigy, R.I.P. Prodigy, Ghostface Killer, Raekwon. Um, so many other rappers coming out of New York, but in my fucking opinion, I feel like Brownsville Ka is the best rapper out of New York, hands down. And it's sad that this dude don't get as much recognition for his work. You know what I'm saying? Like his music, man, like his pen, the type of subject matter that he talk about in his music, like, and especially like the albums of Grief Pedigree, The Night's Gambit, Days with Dr. Yin Lo, Honor Killed the Samurai, Orphis versus the Sirens, Orphis versus the Sirens, Descendants of Cain, Martha's Reward. Like, what are we talking about here? The Thief Next to Jesus. The two albums that he put out, Wolfer Studies, Language Arts. Like, dude, man, this dude has a solid discography. And he doesn't get as much credit because he's not a mainstream artist. Like, dude was a regular dude. He was a firefighter. A lot of people don't know about Cobb. Like, he was a firefighter in real life outside of music. Like, he was saving people's life. I believe he was the first 9/11 responder. You know, when 9/11 happened with the Twin Towers and people dying and shit and the two planes going into that shit. Yeah, this dude was the first 9/11 responder. Imagine with so much trauma that this man went through being a firefighter and also growing in the streets of Brownsville. Because, from what I've heard, I'm not from New York. I'm from Florida. I'm from Orlando. But, in that area of New York, it was a lot of crime and a lot of shit going on in Brownsville. And this man talk about it in his music, about him growing up in the streets of Brownsville, dealing with trauma and, dealing with, survivor's guilt, because he had lost people in his life and shit. And, his music, you can tell he talked about shit that he went through, that he saw that traumatized him, gave him PTSD. And like, the thing about Ka, like with his music, he wasn't even trying to be famous. Like, he was trying to use his music and his art as like therapy and shit. But it's a damn shame people don't give this dude like much credit. And they always talk about Griselda and all these other rappers. I mean, they good. I mean, I used to be a Griselda fan, but I don't really rock with them like that. But it's just like, it's a damn shame people do not talk about Brownsville Cop enough. Like, he should be up there as far as the GOAT status. You know what I'm saying? He needs to be up there. Like, people talk about MF Doom, right? I fuck with MF Doom. MF Doom is a legendary artist. I love MF Doom. But Brownsville Call need to be up there on the list, man. Like, dude's pen game, dude's lyricist, and his production too. Because another thing too about Call, like, he be producing, most of his music. Like, his beat selection is on point. Even though most of his music has no drums, like, it's like drumless. It's like abstract. If you listen to abstract hip hop, it's kind of like that. Like, his music is not no traditional rap where it has like drums to it. It's not no typical like New York boom bap shit. Like, it's like on some like Rock Marciano shit. But I would say Kyle was doing that shit before Rock Marciano. I think they both was doing that shit right around the same time, you know. But like, you know, and him and Rock Marciano, they did a lot of music together too. You know, they did a lot of collaborations and shit. But like, you know, with Cobb, man, he was the first Earl Sweatshirt before Earl Sweatshirt. You know how people talk about, you know, Earl Sweatshirt's, you know, style of music. Brownsville Cobb was doing that shit before Earl and all these rappers. So he was the first Earl Sweatshirt. No disrespect to Earl Sweatshirt. You know, I fuck with Earl Sweatshirt. He dope. But you see what I'm saying? And if anything, Earl Sweatshirt put me on to Cobb. Because I remember following Earl Sweatshirt back in 2015 when he was active on Twitter. He shared one of Cobb's music. I think it was days before Dr. Yenlo. That was the first project that got me introduced to Cobb's music. So when Earl Sweatshirt shared his music, like that's how I got put on the Cobb's music. Cause I didn't even know who Cobb was until he put me on to him. So shout out to Earl Sweatshirt for putting me on the Cobb. Like I said, man, I fuck with his music, man, and it's a damn shame. Like people do not put this man. They don't talk about this man enough. You know, and it's sad that he passed away too. Like he passed away like almost 2 years ago too. But yeah, man, I just wanted to show my appreciation to Cobb, man. Like I like his music, man, and I feel like more people should, you know, check out his music and they should talk about him. But that being said,